Welcome, welcome to this Python series and another video on strings. Basically, this is part two. If you guys haven't watched part one, go back to that previous video, that is day 15, and you will get to know a lot about strings, the basic understanding of strings. And yesterday, I have just said what are strings. It's a collection of characters and how we will initialize. Today, I will say that two more important things about strings. First thing first, I will ask why do we need string? If someone might ask you what is a string, so you can say this is a collection of characters. Now I will ask you, so not only characters, you can have digits also. Those basically which is enclosed in double quotes, it is considered as a string. It can be symbols, whatever. So it will be, it is called as string. So now somebody asks why we need this, why we need this string. Okay, so the simple answer is, see, whenever you are dealing with a lot of applications in your real time, see, every application is being developed by some of the programming languages. Some it might be different programming language. That's another thing. But every programming language will have string, and whatever the data you will generate, it will be in the form of string only. So basically, if somebody asks you to enter your name, you will give your name. So it is in the form of string. So if there is no data type, there is no inbuilt data type in these programming languages, then how it can process that string? So nowadays we are seeing large LLMs, that is large language models, and machine learning. Everything is being on data. So everything is data. So most data will be in the form of strings. So that we need to have a inbuilt method as a string, and we need to have this data type string. So basically, so the real world run with the real world applications or whatever. So they this use the string data, so most string data most. Okay, so this is why this is very much important. The strings are very much important. Now how we will implement. So in the starting of my video, I said like I will say two important things. So the one important thing is why we need this data. So that's the one thing, and how we will implement this is a most important things everyone should know. At the same time, yesterday I said about this using single quotes and double quotes. Also, there is another case, you are supposed to give some multi-line string. So if somebody asks you, so how you will initialize multi-line strings? So the simple answer is you can use, so like, multi-line string. Okay, so multi-line string, so let's have this in this way. So this is how we will insert. So I am Lava, so Kumar is my last name. So this is one way. Okay, so here you have multi lines, I mean two different lines you have, but you are supposed to use this three colons, I mean the three quotes at the beginning and three quotes at the ending. In between you need to have this multi-line data. Okay, so this is how you will have multi-line strings. The interviewer will ask you, and when you are working with dictionaries or some regular expressions with huge amount of data, these multi-line strings are common. Now let's see how we will implement, how we will work with these strings. So that here I will I already in the previous video I have explained about some of the basic methods of a string. Now we will go somewhat advanced. Okay, so I will clear this. There is something here. So see, let's see here. So basically, let's take a example name equal to, so Messi. Okay, Messi. This is the example. Or else let's take some real time. So let's take an app. Okay, so let's take Google. Okay, so I will take Google, and in this, I need to find how many times O is repeated. For that, you have a simple method called. So you have a simple method called count. So basically, see, so I will give you a trick. So for your help, so for your use case, I mean to understand more about this use inbuilt methods of strings, at the end of this video, I will give you a small suggestion. So with that, you can become very much good, and your expertise will be very much good in this string. So that I will share at this end of the video, or in the meanwhile I will explain. So you just go through this video, so it will be very useful, so don't forget. So here basically to count the number of rows that are present in this Google string, so use method called, so basically use the variable that is app dot count is the method we use, and you give the character, so whatever you want. So if you want search go g, so this you will get 2. See, the 2 times g is there in this Google 1 and 2. So if I take O again, you will get 2. So see, count method will work in this way. So this is a count. So don't forget, interviewer will ask you find the frequency of a single character. If he asks a single character, you can use this way. And if he asks every character's frequency, that we will see in the future videos. Okay, we will do solve some programs. For now, let's go through these basics. That is enough. Now, so this is the one method. Now let's take another. Okay, so another app. So let's take Instagram. So everyone's favorite, most probably. So now, so interviewer will ask, so I don't want so I want to replace you I with in. Instead of in, I need to have out. Okay, okay. So he may ask, I need to replace in with out. So for that, you have a beautiful method called replace. Okay, so print. Okay, app. So what is app? App is a variable. You can see this is a variable. So app dot. So you will use replace, and replace actually takes two arguments. So what is arguments? I will do it. I will say it in another video. Basically, it will take two values. That's what you understood. So first thing is what you need to replace in. So you need to replace in with what? Replace in with out. Okay. So now if I run this, see Outstagram. Okay. So to replace something, you can take any. You can just take I also. So if you take I again, out nostrums something, see out, so I is replaced with out. So you can take full Instagram. So Instagram itself can be replaced with Facebook. Okay, so let's take Facebook, not only Facebook, anything. So I'm just taking some useful names. See, this entire Instagram is being replaced with Facebook. So this is how replace works. And one more method I will there are two methods usually interviewers ask. One method is find. So now I need to find at which index I is present, or else T is present, or else S is present. So for that, you need to use print app dot index. Okay, index of I. Okay, at which position? Basically, you need to use in a double quotes or single quotes I. Okay, so at what position I is located? For us, already we know it's located at the 0. So basically, it's a 0 indexing, which means it will start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Okay, in 8 index values we have. See, 0. Okay, you can take in also. So if you take in, see, it will take 0. So there is one thing, there is one more method which works in the same way. Instead of index, if I use find, the same thing it will also do. See, you're getting same output. Okay, I will clear this and I will show you. See, I'm using find, I'm using in, I'm getting output as 0. Okay, so if I use index, what will be the output? So whenever I use index, the output will be same. Again, you will get 0 only. But the difference between these two is if suppose, let's take in Instagram, I will try to search TikTok. Okay, I will just tick. Okay, there's on substring I am searching. It's not there. So it will throw you an error. So that error will be, see, value error, substring not found. So like this, it will throw you an error. But if you use find, it will give you a, see, you can see here, value not found, substring not found. If you use find, you will get -1. Now interviewer will ask you what is the difference between this find and index. So now you can say, sir, basically when I use index, we will get a value error if the substring is not found in the original string. When I use find, the return value will be -1. Now why we need to have these two? Because in some programs we don't want to continue our program if we have some value errors or some bugs. So this it can become a big bug in the future, in the further implementation of the application. For that, it's better to use index at the time, so we can have some other ways to solve that, and we can have a good flow of the application. So this is how you need to answer. So these are the two important methods, and yeah, you need to go through this. And now let's go through some of the other important methods of this string. So they are very much important. So let's take a string. So let's take str1 as a variable. So don't use str because it's a keyword of Python. So basically keywords are predefined. Okay, so don't try to use str. Okay, so actually this is a keyword. Okay, so use some variables like this str1 and so don't try to use keywords of Python as variables. Okay, and that's the one thing you need to keep in mind. Now str1 is equal to, so we need to learn Python. Okay, we need to learn Python. So this is the thing I have. So now I have a method that is like basically this all these we need to learn all are separated by a space, right? So I need this sentence in a list. So this will be very useful method, guys. Please understand this. See, we need to learn Python. We have space in between. Each string is separated by space. Okay, so we have space in between, and now, so you are supposed to replace, remove that space, and you need to make it as a list. Okay, whenever you want to do this, you can use str1 equal to str1 dot split. Okay, you will split that by space wherever space is there. So it will separate that string and it will be added as a element into the list. What is list, how it works, that I will explain this method once more in while I will explaining about list. First, for now, understand list is a collection of elements. Okay, it will be added as a list. Okay, now if I print this str1, the output will be list of elements. See, we need to learn. You just see, before, if I use print str1, the output will be nothing. So the output will be nothing. See, we need to learn Python. That is the whatever the original string that I have, I will get that. So if you use this, so I will clear this once and then I will clearly show. So if I run again, so you will get a clear output. See, so this is how this split works. So just go through this split and work a lot. And one more thing, guys, there are a lot of methods in a string. So that thing is, see, basically whatever the variable you have. So basically, let's take a variable one. So this variable, this is basically called as variable. I have already explained what is variable. Now I have some data. So what is Python? Okay, this is the data I have. Now basically you have a beautiful option in VS Code. So just if you want to know the methods that are available for this string, for this variable one, so that is where one variable, just use that variable first. Variable one, okay, control space. Okay, you put date first, you use a dot, and you see, whenever by the time you enter dot, you will get some errors here. Yeah, I mean, you will get some methods, not errors. Okay, sorry, my bad. So see, there are some beautiful methods. Now you can use all these methods. See, I have a is all num. Okay, so is all num, is alpha, e index. Already I have used index. So these are all our methods. Is digits, it will check whether it is a compare, it have digits or what, like let's use is digit. And see, basically this is a string, right? So I will print this. So print where one dot is digit. So whenever you use this, see, you'll get false because this is Python. This is basically collection of character. It's not collection of digits. So you will get false. The output will be true or false. There is a one more method like this, that is alpha. Is alpha. So this is the one method you have. See, so it's basically VS Code is a very helpful tool. There are some extensions you need to install. So I will also say in this video only. So if I run this, see, false. So so is it alpha? Basically, what is Python? Is it alpha? So now why it's getting false? So what is Python? So it's basically a thing, right? So just I will remove. So I will remove this is Python, and now I will run. What will be the output? True. So we're getting true now. So before that also I had same one. Why I don't I got this error because here not only alpha, you have space, you have this special character, that question mark, everything you have. That's why you got false in the previous. Okay, so it's false. So if I run this, it will get false now. Okay, so that's one thing. So it's check is all num. There is a thing called is all num. So either it can be, see, if I run this, you'll get false. Either it should be combination of numbers, and it should be combination of I mean, it's combination of digits and alphabets. So at the time you will get positive. So now also you're getting false. If I remove this, you will get false because this is actually is alpha. Okay, it's is alpha. See, and also it's contains all alphabets. Okay, that's why you're getting True. So I will clear this screen and I will clear. See, you have all these alphabets. Yes, alphabets are there. So if you have num, I will have 78. So I will run this true. See, true you will get. It will check basically is it a combination of, even though you just have num, you have all the characters are just string. So you will get true. If you have a space, you will get false. Just go. See, you will get false. If you have some numbers, you will get it true. So that's one way. And also if you have just a number also, if you have just a number also, it will return true. See, it will return true. So this is a is all num works. So basically it returns true or false. All these three methods, is alpha, is all num, is digits, all returns true or false. And again, so there is one more method. So like is starts with, like is starts, okay, where one, okay, so starts with, this is the one method you have. So basically what it will do, whether it will start with, you need to give, you will give 8, okay, you will give 8. Is it starts with 8? True. Okay, so clear. See, is it start with 8? So if I run this, you'll get true. I hope this is not uh, properly visible, so I will try to increment my so brightness. So I don't know what happened suddenly, so let me increase my brightness. So see, now where one starts with 8, okay, it's true. If you use 9, okay, it returns false. Okay, this is how it works. You can use some the 87, right? You can give 87 also, it will return true, will return true. So this is the one method. And you can use here, see, whatever enclosed in double quotes, it's all string, guys. No matter whether you are using numbers or special symbols, whatever, it's called as, it's considered as a string. Now let's go through some of the word. Okay, I will take some word. Okay, so is it ends with rd? So it starts with, we have checked, let's use ends with. This is another method. So RD. Okay, so if it ends with RD, it will turn true. Yes, it is true. It ends with RD. If it's not, then you use, it will return false. Let's take just R. So basically not getting ended with R, it getting ended with D. So you'll get false. So this is how this method works. So guys, so there are a lot of methods, and if I am keep telling you, you guys might say, so it's our simple way you are saying. So that's why I am leaving for you guys and just go and explore. So explore all these methods. Just a simple way. Take a string equal to, so India, let's take Bahubali or whatever the word you want. Let's take language as a variable, okay, language, and just use, so print, so print, so str1, use that variable, whatever the variable you have used. If suppose if you are using here, uh, oh, they like variable, so variable, so the same thing you have to use here, that's it. So you are just basically doing changes to that variable. So this is the basic thing many beginners will do. Use that, you will get lot of methods, and go through all of these methods, all are very much beautiful. And also I will say one important method. So I will use a space at the beginning, I will use a space at the ending. So this one I will end with this. So there is a called strip. Okay, if you use a strip, basically whatever the space at the beginning, at the end, both will be removed. First, let's use L strip. L strip is nothing but, so it will remove the yeah, so it will remove the left space that is available. Basically, this space will be removed. Okay, so now see, if I run this, you'll get language. Basically, you have space here. You are not getting let's, and if I use right strip, so if I use right strip, the right space will be removed. So you can get the left space is still there, but space is removed. If you use just a strip, both front and forwarding and leading and trailing spaces will be removed. You just have language. So this is the one way, and these are some of the methods. So just use dot and try to, you will get lot of methods, and you can work on lot of methods also. And also go if you want some extensions related to Python. So maybe your screen, your user interface is not same as me. So to have a better user interface, see here, So here you click on this, okay, extensions basically. So you have extensions here, okay, Control Shift X, else you can click this, okay. So here there are some extensions. I have some installed, some of the extensions that are related. So for you guys, I will recommend to use this code runner. So this is the one method. So install, I mean, just click on this and dot search dot run, and you will get some. You have to install here. Disable. I uninstall. If I uninstall, it will uninstall and get an again reinstall. So the Kodi, also use Kodi, and as of now it's okay. So use this runner. That's the one good one. And other things, use GitHub theme. So these icons will be beautiful, and use that. And also other I recommend. Yeah, I think these are enough. Use live server and prettier. So Pylons and Python. So these are the extensions you need to have. Python debugger, Python environments. So Python environments is not needed. Use this Pylons and Python. So these are the two extensions you use. So I will say it in the next video. Okay, some of the file extensions. Okay, so with this I will end this video here. So thank you for watching, and please share this video and like this video, and if you have any doubts, please feel free to ask in the comment section. I will try to explain, and I will try to solve your doubts. And yeah, so don't hesitate to ask doubts. So everybody will get doubt. Whatever you doubt, just put it in a comment section. I will make a short video, or else I will explain in detail. Okay, so with this I will end my video here. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe guys, and share this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Tata, bye bye.